The moving boxes were stacked neatly in the corner, each one labeled in my careful handwriting. They should have felt like a symbol of a fresh start, of new beginnings, but instead, they filled me with an inexplicable ache. This was the home I had built, the space where I had felt safe, where Max and I had shared countless quiet moments. Now, it was becoming something of the past, and I wasn't sure if I was ready to let go. Max walked in, placing 2 cups of coffee on the counter. He didn't say anything at first. He didn't need to. He could read my emotions like an open book, and right now they were spilling over. I traced the rim of the cup, inhaling the familiar scent, letting it ground me. "Are you sure about this?" I asked softly, my voice barely above a whisper. He took a seat beside me, his fingers brushing against mine.
I am. I want to be where you are, Selena.
My heart swelled at his words, but the doubt still lingered. Moving had always been difficult for me. As a Cancer, I craved stability, a sense of belonging rooted in familiarity. The idea of leaving behind my comfort zone, the city where my memories had been etched into every corner, felt like severing a part of myself. We spent the next few days packing, carefully wrapping delicate items, tucking away keepsakes that had once defined our daily lives. The apartment slowly lost its warmth, becoming just another empty space. I ran my hands along the walls, recalling the way we had danced here on lazy Sunday mornings, how the scent of lavender and home-cooked meals had always lingered in the air. The thought of recreating that in a new place felt overwhelming. The night before we left, I wandered through each room, saying silent goodbyes. In the living room, I remembered our late-night talks, the way Max always pulled me into his arms when I was anxious. In the kitchen, I recalled the mornings filled with laughter, the smell of coffee brewing, the warmth of familiarity. My heart ached with nostalgia, but I reminded myself that home wasn't just a place. It was the love we carried with us. The drive to our new city felt surreal. The road stretched ahead, leading us into the unknown. Max reached over, squeezing my hand, and I clung to that touch like a lifeline.
We're in this together,
He reminded me, and I nodded, even though a part of me still felt lost. When we arrived at the new apartment, everything felt foreign. The walls were bare, the space empty of the warmth I craved. Max, sensing my hesitation, immediately started unpacking, filling the room with small signs of familiarity. Our favorite blankets, framed pictures, the scent of cinnamon candles. Slowly, the space began to shift, to feel less like an unfamiliar structure and more like something that could be ours. That evening, as I curled up on the couch, Max beside me, I allowed myself to breathe. Change was hard. It always had been. But as I rested my head against his shoulder, I realized that home wasn't tied to a location. It was in the quiet moments, the unwavering support, the love that remained constant despite the shifting surroundings. For a Cancer like me, home had always been my anchor. But now I understood that home wasn't just a place. It was the person who made me feel safe, the one who chose to stay no matter where life took us.